Hello. I present you death. Did you know death was close? Yes.
Death's been stalking me all day.
Yeah. Thanks to Snazaroo. Bit of white, bit of black. I become death. I already had the hairdo because in it he has long blonde hair, so. Yes. Right, we'll give everybody 5 minutes to rock up and then we shall start. Thank you very much, Lena. Death Becomes Her, which is a very good film as well. Death Becomes Her is one of those films you can watch again and again.
Goldie Hawn, right?
Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep and Bruce Willis. Yeah. Very good film. Yeah, I'm no professional. Don't look too close. Looks good. Good from about here. Yes, I have joined KISS. I am the 5th member. What could my name be apart from death? Skullchild. Mr. Starchild. That wasn't that imaginative, actually. But I have the makeup for KISS next time. If I do a classic rock one again, I can do KISS makeup now.
Yeah, but can your tongue reach your nose though?
No. I'm not even going to try. It looks weird. It messes with the white and black. The tongue colour, so. Also, because I don't want it to come off of my mouth, Death is quite refined. And drinks from a straw. With his pinky out. Or her pinky out. How are we doing? 2.5 minutes. We all had a good day. I've been at work today till 6 o'clock. And, yeah.
You reading the comments?
I am reading the comments. Seems to all be about Peppa Pig at the moment. I have already poked myself in the eye with this. Good job it's plastic. Stupid Deaths. How did she kill herself? Pretending to be Death, who sings Stupid Deaths, with her own plastic scythe. Not good.
And that's how the big fat quizzes ended. Helen impaling herself on her own.
Sarah's daughter Charlie's recognised me. No, it's Death from Horrible Histories. I should take that as a compliment, that being recognised means I can't have done that bad a job.
You'll be signing autographs afterwards.
Well, on my scythe.
Yeah.
Written in blood.
Dip it in some ink and so.
Yeah. It's not very death-like to use ink, is it? At least use blood.
So.
It's good for scratching your head.
It's not so good.
Not really. I feel if I put it over my shoulder, I should go hi ho, hi ho. That's why I'm trying to balance it as a moustache, but it'll take off my paint, so I won't. How are we doing? Oh, nearly there. 30 seconds left.
Are you going to sing for us though?
Am I going to sing? We're going to play the song.
Julie ready?
Huh?
0.
Oh, we're there. Right. Hello and welcome to our big fat horrible histories quiz. Jamie's going to play some
horrors that defy description, cutthroat council, full Egyptian, vicious Vikings, cruel crime, punishment from ancient times, Roman, rotten, rank and ruthless, cavemen, savage, bears and tubulars, groovy Greeks, rainy sages, medium in Middle Ages, glory stories, we do that, and your host are talking rats, the past is no longer a mystery, welcome to Horrible Histories.
Okay, I have to say I really don't like the fact that you lot get to hear that and I don't. I was going to jig about to that. And what about my stupid deaf song in a minute, Jamie?
Well, you can jig about to that because you know.
Yeah, we'll jig about to it, yeah, but I don't know if I'll be doing it in sync, will I?
Should be able to hear yourself through that.
Okay. No, that's really off-putting. I can hear myself. No.
See, I try and give her the equipment to do it.
I
but she
just
can't cope
wish
with
that
it.
he was in the room with
No,
me,
I'm sorry.
so I could actually hear it and just like proper
Right.
music.
Do you want your stupid death thing?
Okay, so I am your host, Death.
Stupid deaths, they're funny 'cause they're true. Woo! Stupid deaths, hope next time it's not you.
Okay, I might have done that to the music. I don't know. We need to deal with that actually, in all seriousness.
I've
You ever
given
just
you the
listen
monitor,
to a
but
little
you don't like
earpiece
it.
or something, just for the song bits and that, because I feel left out.
No.
I can't hear anything. It's just quiet in my world. Okay, I'm going to put my lovely south down now, so I can actually do this. So where was we? I said hello and welcome to our Horrible Histories Big Fat Charity Quiz. If you've not done one of our quizzes before, it's a 5-round, 10 questions kind of a quiz. We do a round, mark it, then after the 3rd round we have a 5-minute break for P's and T's. And after the 5th and final round we'll see how everyone did. It's just for fun, but please don't put the answers on the screen, write them down. Our charity fundraiser at the moment is for a local lad named Charlie, who has brain cancer, and his family are desperately raising money to send him to Mexico for a new treatment, which if anybody's looked at my Facebook, I believe is happening now. That's good. There's a Just Giving link in the event page, and if you love our quizzes, please give generously. So, okay, let's go back in time and look at some horrible histories. Thank you very much, Louise. Okay, so round 1 is horrid health and hygiene, this bit. Okay, so question 1. Who originally called his discovery mould juice after leaving one of his petri dishes out and then renamed it penicillin? So question 1. Who originally called his discovery mould juice? Not really that catchy, is it? After leaving one of his petri dishes out and renamed it penicillin. Which is why we always joke, if you eat a bit of mould, it's alright, you've just had a bit of penicillin. A bit of mouldy bread. I'd rather not eat it though, thanks. Okay. Question 2. Trepanning is an ancient practice that involves doing what to a head? So question 2. Trepanning is an ancient practice that involves doing what to a head? Question 3. Cavemen used stones for tools, but what did they use for toilet roll? So, question 3. Cavemen used stones for tools, but what did they use for toilet roll? Have a guess. Or you might know. So have a guess. You might know the actual answer. Question 4. What did the Mayans believe drinking would cure all your ills? So question 4. What did the Mayans believe drinking would cure all your ills? What do you think they drank? I think it's them and Madonna that believe this. Memory serves me right. Okay, so we're going to go into rotten Romans and groovy Greeks. So question 5. What did Romans wear at the public baths? So question 5. What did Romans wear at public baths? Def still likes Disaronno and Coke as well. Lena, I have drunk all the lovely cream liqueur that you sent me. Thank you very much. He said I had to use it within 6 months. I used it within 6 weeks.
Used it within 6 days.
No, we didn't. Okay. Question 6. Roman Emperor Hadrian wanted to paint his famous wall what colour? So, question 6. Roman Emperor Hadrian wanted to paint his famous wall what colour? What colour do you reckon he wanted to paint it?
Neon pink.
Well, if you got the paint from Del Boy, it would have been like Day Glow Yellow, wouldn't it? Glows in the dark. Question 7. What would Romans use a sponge on a stick for? So question 7. What would Romans use a sponge on a stick for? Question 8. Who would you not find in an ancient Greek classroom? So question 8. Who would you not find in an ancient Greek classroom? Right, now we go into the awful Egyptians. Question 9. When archaeologists found the mummy of Ramses IV, what was unusual about it? So question 9. When archaeologists found the mummy of Ramses IV, what was unusual about it? I'll give you a little clue. It was to do with his face.
You borrowed your face makeup.
It was sponsored by Snazaroo, which is an excellent word, Snazaroo. Okay, and question 10. In ancient Egypt, which internal organ was returned to the body during the mummification process? So we know they like to put things in little jars, but which internal organ was returned to the body during the mummification process? They took it out and then they changed their mind and put it back in. No, they did something else with it first. But what was it? Okay, so that is just a point a question, so it's out of 10. We are going to do the answers now. Do you know what? There's only 10 people playing. Does anybody want any recaps? I think since there's only 10, we can. I didn't realise there's only 10 people. We can please ourselves. So, you tell me quickly if you need any recaps. Otherwise, I shall start telling you the answers. Oh. No. No. Leon says no thanks. We are all good. Okay. So, question 1. Who originally called his discovery mould juice after leaving one of his petri dishes out and renamed it penicillin? So that was Alexander Fleming. Some other blokes involved probably, but we're going to just say Alexander Fleming. He got the credit for it. Question 2 was trepanning is an ancient practice that involves doing what to a head, and that is drilling. They believed that it helped with maybe head injuries and headaches and migraines and things. You need it like you need a hole in the head. Let the devils out, yes. All sorts of things. Question 3 was cavemen used stones for tools, but what did they use for toilet roll? I don't know if anybody came to this desperate need, you know, when everybody was buying toilet roll, but apparently moss is quite good as the toilet roll substitution. It's what the cavemen used. So the answer was moss.
Is that done by the same people that do Cashel?
Yeah, Cashel moss. Question 4 was what did the Mayans believe drinking would cure all your ills? And I believe so did Madonna. And that was your wee. Your own wee.
But you only did that when you was trapped on a desert island or something.
Yeah. Question 5. What did the Romans wear at public baths? And the answer was nothing. Nothing. Just their or you could have put birthday suit. Yeah. So nothing or birthday suit. Question 6. Roman Emperor Hadrian wanted to paint his famous wall what colour? And that was white. I don't think any part of it's white anymore. It's been a very long time. Question 7. What would Romans use a sponge on a stick for? And that was for wiping their bum. Question. There's
just use moss.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's why the Romans were so advanced. You know,
they put a stick on it.
They put a stick on it. Yeah, exactly. Whereas, you know, the cavemen were just. I don't even want to think about it really. Question 8. Who would you not find in a ancient Greek classroom? And that is girls. Because girls weren't allowed to go to school. They had to be homeschooled. School was for boys. And their slaves. Who took their beatings for them. And they got a question wrong probably. Right, question 9. When archaeologists found the mummy of Ramses IV, what was unusual about it? I gave you a clue and said it was to do with his face, and that's because his eyes had been replaced with onions. I don't know if they were pickled or what, but they were onions. Question 10. In ancient Egypt, which internal organ was returned to the body during the mummification process? And that was the heart. After it was weighed with the scale against the feather of the goddess Mart. They believed your soul was in your heart, so you needed that for the afterlife. So that's out of 10. How did we do? What did we get out of 10? Scores. Should I just go to work like this tomorrow?
You'd freak people out.
Yeah?
Yeah. Perhaps it might make for a slow day at that land when they realise that death is stalking them through the So we've got 4 out of 10 for
let's have a look.
Owen, 6 for Charlie.
Let me see.
5.
So we've got Sarah's Charlie got 6 out of 10, Owen got 4, Vanessa got 6, Grace got 5, Amy got 2, Jess says love it, Helen got 4. Lena got 6. Taylor got 9, but mostly Emma. And Alison got 3. Starting off as if we ended last week. Right, okay, let's do round 2. And round 2 we start off with the heroic home front. So question 1. What type of pet was confiscated from some of the public to help with the war effort? So question 1. What type of pet was confiscated from some of the public to help with the war effort?
War tortoises.
War tortoises. Yeah, it's not gerbils either.
No. No, they used to fit...
War gerbils.
War gerbils. No, they used to fit artillery cannons to the back of tortoises.
Yeah?
Like miniature tanks.
Uh-huh. Look forward to seeing your answers for that one. Okay. Question 2. Why would some women put gravy on their legs during the war? And the answer is not to put some meat on their bones.
Ah, Bisto.
Ah, Bisto. Did they have Bisto back then? Probably. My hair keeps sticking to my face paint. It's rather off-putting. Question 3. In preparation for D-Day, Churchill spoke to President Roosevelt on a secret phone. Where was that phone? So it's a room in the house that I'm after. Or something in the house.
Batcave.
It's not the Batcave, Jamie. So question 3. In preparation for D-Day, Churchill spoke to President Roosevelt on a secret phone. Where was it? See, now I just used logic to answer that question. Think, where do I often use my phone? Yeah. Question 4. Women in World War I who worked with TNT explosive were nicknamed canaries. Why? So, question 4. Women in World War I who worked with TNT explosive were nicknamed canaries. Why is that?
Because if something went wrong, they'd find bits of you in the canaries.
Yeah. They weren't called Grand Canaries. They were just regular canaries, not Grand Canaries. Okay. Now we're going into the terrible Tudors. So, question 5. In 1534, who did Henry VIII appoint as head of his new church? So, question 5. In 1540... I'm making it up now. In 1534, who did Henry VIII appoint as head of his new church? Who got the job? Who did he interview, review, and give the job to? Question 6. How many wives did Henry VIII behead? I'll give you a little bit of time for this, because you can't... What's that one? That one? What happened to that one? Yeah. And that one. But then that... Jamie only knows the answer to this, I think, because he watched the Tudors. And telling me that Natalie Dormer was one of them doesn't help. That's not really an answer. If you put Natalie Dormer, that's not an answer. Yeah, that's his favourite. He likes Natalie Dormer.
I do like blondes from Reading.
Yeah, she's from Reading. Yeah. Okay. And there's a second part to this question that I haven't told you about. After you've decided on how many he beheaded, I want you to name them. There's not that many, so
Natalie Dormer.
I can't tell you how many points you get for that question, because if you're clever, it'll tell you how many wives he beheaded. I think this is a question where everybody's going to guess one name, but maybe not the rest. Because let's face it, one of his wives was probably more famous in her own right than the others.
she was in Game of Thrones and.
Yeah, Natalie Dormer was in quite a few things, to be fair to her. Okay. And question 7: Who was the last wife of Henry VIII? So, what was the name of the last wife of Henry VIII? Who lived? Yes. Nothing happened. Nothing nasty happened to her. It's quite tricky, even with a straw. Okay, we are now going into the revolting Russians. Question 8. What happened to Lenin's body after he died? So question 8. What happened to Lenin's body after he died?
He went stiff.
Yeah, this isn't a case of, you know, what physically happened to him, as in, well, he died, his heart stopped, he went cold, you know, he started to get rigor mortis. That's not what I'm after. I'm after what they did. What they did to him. What did they do? What did they do to you, Lenin? Write that down. Okay. And question 9. Which queen came to power after overthrowing her own husband, Tsar Peter III, in 1762? So question 9. Which queen came to power after overthrowing her own husband, Tsar Peter III, in 1762? He was doing such a bad job, she thought, I'll take over here. I can do a better job than that.
They're pretty brutal in Russians, though.
Yeah, all those Russians. Sorry, that was a line from Rasputin. I think it was. Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. I love that song. Me and Jamie visited Russia, specifically St. Petersburg. Specifically, the very place where Rasputin was taken to be poisoned. But they didn't actually do it, did they? Because the Russians will have you believe that he actually died of drowning, didn't he?
Yeah.
Of all the other things they did, they shot him, stabbed him, poisoned him, and that, he actually died of drowning. So, you know, there wasn't that bad to him, really. Okay, and the last one is a putrid pirates question. Question 10. Edward Teach was better known as what famous pirate? So question 10. Edward Teach was better known as which famous pirate? And the answer isn't Jack Sparrow, because we all know that's Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was better known as what famous pirate? Right, so that's out of 12. Do we need any recaps? Are we good? Let me know in the comments.
Sarah thought he was drinking a drink from McDonald's.
Oh no! This is Disaronno and Coke. Def likes Disaronno too.
Yeah. So you'd go to McDonald's more if they did Disaronno and Coke, wouldn't you?
I don't know. It depends how much they're charging for it and how long I've got to wait. I can wait for McDonald's and stuff like that. I'm not getting in a 5-hour queue to have a Big Mac. Got better things to do in my time. Right. Okay. We are good. Let's say we are good. So we are question 1. What type of pet was confiscated from some of the public to help with their war effort? And that was pigeons, because they could be used as carrier pigeons. My granddad had pigeons, homing pigeons. My nan used to have to take them down to the station, put them on a train. My little tiny 4'10", slim little nanny would take them down. Not him, he wouldn't do it, because he was at work, but she had to go and do it. And then they would come back, and yeah, hopefully. Question 2. Why would some women put gravy on their legs in the war? So, it was to look like tights, because you couldn't afford to buy tights. So they'd sort of blot their legs with gravy, and then they'd draw a line up the back to look like tights. I can see it will entice the men, because they'd be like, oh, I'm suddenly hungry. I can smell gravy. Question 3. In preparation for D-Day, Churchill spoke to President Roosevelt on a secret phone. Where was it? It was in the loo. So, the secret phone was disguised as a loo. I don't know if he took, like, the top off and it was there. I don't know. But the answer was in the loo. And question 4. Women in World War I who worked with TNT explosive were nicknamed canaries. Why? And that's because it turns their hair yellow. Vanessa said, horse. What about horses? I don't know if they confiscated people's horses.
They did.
Go on then, if you put horses, you can have that as well, as a point. When I looked it up, it was pigeons for carrier pigeons.
You wouldn't really call it a pet though, would you?
Yeah, you would call it
horse.
a pet horse. Yeah, James got a point. But then I suppose they still confiscated them. If you've put horse, I'll let you have it for horse, I think.
What about my war tortoises?
No, look, Jamie, you can't have a point for war tortoises. Leave it alone. Oh, stocking tights were not invented. Okay, there we go.
Oh, so they didn't put the line up on it.
Huh?
They didn't do the line. They just dabbed their legs brown.
Ah. I looked it up and they said that they drew a line as well. Who knows? As long as you put it to look like tights, that was fine. So we're at question 5. In 1534, who did Henry VIII appoint as head of his new church? Who decided the only person for the job was himself? How narcissistic. Question 6. How many wives did Henry VIII behead? And the answer was 2. And can you name them? You get a point for each. So you get a point for saying 2. And you get a point for Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard. So 3 points there. You've got all of that. And question 7. Who was the last wife of Henry VIII? And that was Catherine Parr. And she lived. Obviously she died at some point, but
I can't remember how he didn't kill most of his wives. Most of them were died of natural causes.
It was like died. It was either died, divorced, or beheaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from the one he sent back because he said she was ugly.
Yeah, that's so mean. he sent one of his wives back because he said that she was ugly. That's really nasty. Okay. Question 8. What happened to Lenin's body? Not Lenin's. Lenin's body after he died. This was the Russian revolutionary man. And he was preserved and put on display in his mausoleum. Mausoleum. I like to say mausoleum, but yeah. Oh, here we go. Lena says it's divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. It's quite easy to remember like that, isn't it? She's going to tell me that if I actually watched this horrible histories thing that I've done more often, that they probably did a song about it. I do watch it on YouTube. Yeah.
Crazy in what way?
Huh?
Ask Taylor what crazy in what way?
I don't know what you're getting at. Jamie says, Taylor, crazy in what way?
Because it says Emma is is next to me going crazy because of your Tudor comments.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I got war tortoise. You'd get shell shock. Very good. Okay, where was I? I'm losing the plot here. Question 9. Which queen came to power after overthrowing her own husband, Tsar Peter III, in 1762? And that was Catherine the Great. Because we was in Russia. And question 10 was Edward Teach was better known as what famous pirate? And Jack Sparrow was not the answer. The answer was Blackbeard. So that's out of 12. How did you do? What did you get out of 12? Oh, what historical inaccuracies have I done then?
No, I think she's on about Tudors was just full of it.
Oh, you mean the programme?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about
Jamie just watched it because it had
accurate
Natalie
as
Dormer
EastEnders.
getting it off with what was his name, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers or something. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Also had Superman in it as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
It had it had The Witcher in it.
Yeah, Witcher.
Oh, look. Let's have a look. Somebody. So, Charlie got 8 out of 12. Lena got full marks, 12 out of 12. Well done. Helen also got 12 out of 12. Well done. Owen got 8. Alison got 6. Much better. And Vanessa got 9. Okay. We need another couple of... Oh, here we go. And Janet got 9 out of 12. Much better. Thank you. What did Emma and Taylor get then? And then I think that might be everybody. I don't know. I can't remember. I should do round 3 and then we can have a break. 12 out of 12. Well done. Okay, so round 3. This is going to be a multiple choice clip question. So we're going to put on the screen a multiple choice question. I'll read the question anyway. And then you've got to decide whether it's A, B or C. Right, so Jamie, can we please have clip number 1?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready. Okay. So there's your question. So basically we were asking, what did Leonardo da Vinci make the King of France in 1495? Was it A, a robot lion? B, a painting of Paris? Boring. Or C, a sculpture of the Queen? I know what I'd pick out of there, a personal preference. But what did he actually give him? Or make? I went to the Louvre to see... Well, no. I went to the Louvre full stop. Louvre. That's a V, by the way. No, it's not the toilet.
Not
the toilet. No. And so many people were around the Mona Lisa. It was untrue. And I sort of looked at her and I thought, it's so small. You know, I've got bigger pictures on my wall. And it's just, I think it's an awful painting. There, I said it. I don't like the Mona Lisa. So, no. I'm deaf, I can say what I like. Okay. Clip number 2, please, Jamie. So, basically, this is saying during the days of growth in the Aztec calendar, Aztecs did what? Did they A, plant their crops? Makes sense. Did they B, stretch children's necks? Or did they C, sacrifice tall people? A, B or C? Okay, clip number 3. So, in 52 BC, the Roman army faced the Gauls of France, but only won because the Gauls wouldn't fight in the rain. Why? Was it A, because they were worried about their swords rusting? B, they thought it was a bad omen from the gods? Or C, they were worried about slipping over? If it was me, it'd be C. I'm not fighting, I'm not running around, I might fall over. Yeah. So A, B or C? Question or clip number 4, please, Jamie. So basically, William the Conqueror banned executions, but what punishment did he replace them with? Was it A, taking away people's money? B, gouging their eyes out? Or C, having them flogged? They all sound pretty painful, don't they? A, B or C? Question 5, and clip number 5, please, Jamie. So, what did Elizabeth I do when Walter Raleigh got married without seeking her permission? How dare he? Did she A, send him an angry letter, not happy with you? B, ban him from her court, be gone? Or C, throw him in prison? A, B or C? Clip number 6, please. There's your question. So it says that the Duke of Monmouth led another failed attempt to remove James II from power. What happened to the bodies of his followers? What did they do to them? Did they A, their heads were put on spikes? B, they were burned on a bonfire? Or C, they were preserved in tar? What would be the point of that, though? I don't know.
Later.
Eat them later. What, in tar? Mmm, yummy. Okay. Question 7. Clip number 7, please. There's your question. So what was Shakespeare's most successful work during his lifetime?
I'd say writing plays.
Yeah, but when they say work, they mean, you know, the type of play. So was it A, Romeo and Juliet? Was it B, Venus and Adonis? Or was it C, The Tempest? Yeah, well, I've only seen one of them.
Was that live?
No, it wasn't live, but it did have Leonardo da Vinci in it. Or Leonardo DiCaprio, as I like to call him. So A, B or C? Question 8. Tudor bank... Oh, clip number 8. Might help if I show you the question as well. Here we go. Tudor banquets often featured huge sculptures made of potatoes. True or false? So Tudor banquets often featured huge sculptures made of potatoes. Like in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. True or false? Okay, clip number 9. So, in Victorian times, women wore corsets made out of bones. Bones. So question 9, in Victorian times, women wore corsets made out of bones. Bones.
Hats made out of the skulls of their enemies.
Yeah, this is more the Viking times, isn't it, rather than Victorian times, if you're talking about, you know, helmets made out of the skulls of your enemies. And clip number 10, please, Jamie. So, in Stuart times, what punishment was given to wives who talked too much? This is awful. A. Thumbs were squeezed in a vice. B. Had to walk round in a barrel. Or C. Wore an eye mask with a spike in the mouth. I don't think I'd mind walking around in a barrel. You wouldn't see how fat I was, because it'd be like, you know, she's just all barrel. Okay. A, B or C? And that is out of 10, obviously. Do you need, well, do we offer any? No, we're not going to offer a recap because you've seen each question for long enough. So, the answers, and then we'll have a nice quick break. So question 1 was, what did Leonardo da Vinci make the King of France in 1495? Well, I know what I'd have picked out of that, and he picked it too. It was a robot lion, which was the only right answer, in my opinion anyway, because the other two were boring. So if you put a robot lion, you've got a point. Question 2, during the days of growth in the Aztec calendar, Aztecs did what? B. They stretched children's necks. Apparently they also stretched their noses, ears, fingers and legs. And then, according to that, it might have been C. Sacrificed all tall people after they stretched them. Who knows? They weren't tall to start off with. Question 3. In 52 BC, the Roman the Roman Empire. The Roman army faced the Gauls of France, but only won because the Gauls wouldn't fight in the rain. Why? And that was B, because they thought it was a bad omen from the gods.
I just thought it was because they were French.
And I thought it's because they were worried about slipping over. It's me and ice skating all over again. Okay. Question 4. William the Conqueror banned executions, but what punishment did he replace it with? And I think all those are pretty horrific, especially having your money taken away. But
it's having your money taken away.
It's a joke.
It's
a joke. Well, to some people it'll be a joke, but it's B, gouging their eyes out. Question 5. What did Elizabeth I do when Walter Raleigh got married without seeking her permission? Like any furious woman would that was in power and had her own prison, she threw him in prison because she could. So that was C, throw him in prison. Question 6. The Duke of Monmouth led another failed attempt to remove James II from power. And what happened to the bodies of his followers? I don't know why they did it, but it's C, they were preserved in tar. Now I understand you want to get rid of somebody's followers that were against you. You put their heads on spikes. You'd burn them on a bonfire. I don't know why you'd preserve them. Why would you keep them for later? As James said, maybe for a snack. So it's C, preserved in tar. Question 7. What was Shakespeare's most successful work during his lifetime? I'd have said A, Romeo and Juliet, but it's actually B, Venus and Adonis. So B. Question 8. Tudor banquets often featured huge sculptures made of potatoes, just like in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And that is false. They did have huge sculptures, but they were made of sugar. Much nicer. Apart from probably get old flares going near that, and yeah, I've changed my mind about licking the sculptures now. Okay. And question 9. In Victorian times, women wore corsets made with bones. And that is true. They were whale bones. That's a big woman, isn't it, for a whale bone?
It wasn't like a whole rib cage of whale.
Yeah, you think a big whale is? That's a big corset. Not really.
It's not actually whalebone. They call it whalebone.
What is it then if it's not
actually
whalebone?
the teeth of the whale, the baleen, the little screen.
Are you talking about the things that they filter all the plankton through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
they call it whalebone.
if it's made out of bone, it's whalebone, even if it's dental.
Even it's dental bone.
Dental bone.
Yeah. Doesn't really sound quite so nice when you say it's a corset made of whale teeth.
Oh, whalebone, whale teeth. It sounds equally as gruesome. Right. And question 10. In Stuart times, what punishment was given to wives who talked too much? Thank goodness, for my sake, and for probably many of your sake, that we still don't have to do this. And it was C. You'd have to wear an iron mask with a spike in your mouth. So you definitely didn't say anything anymore. Nasty. Horrible histories. So that is out of 10. How did you do out of 10? And then we'll have a break. My hair is sticking to my face. I look positively tanned underneath. Look. I didn't think I could go any whiter. I was wrong. Right, here we go. We've got 2 lots of 6 out of 10. Well done. We have... Grace got 5 out of 10. Lena got 7 out of 10. Helen got 8 out of 10. Vanessa got 5.
Ah, my mum got 4 marks.
Janet reckons she got 9 out of 9.
Hang on, that's not right. It's 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. And Alison got 6 out of 10. Okay, alright. Right, we're going to go and have a quick 5-minute break. I need another drink and yeah, and this black's just really drying out my lips. Need to put some more on. Okay, I'll see you back in 5 minutes for round 4. Hello, welcome back. Hope we're all suitably peed and teed. Done what we need to do. We have our 10 people again, we are good. Let's crack on. I think we're going to get this done before 10 o'clock. We'll give ourselves an hour and a half to do this. But then when we do the music ones and things like that, then obviously there's quite a few seconds with each question, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, right, round 4. Now we're going to show you a character from the show, and you haven't got to have watched the show, because all I want you to do is name the historical figure that they are pretending to be. They're very obvious. They are very mainstream, famous historical characters, let's say. So let's start with question number 1. Okay, so name this King of Bling. Who is he portraying there? He's a real sod, this king. Apparently on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays the public could go and watch him eat dinner. You could just sort of stand there and watch him eat, you know, since you couldn't because you were poor. The king would allow you to watch and salivate and imagine what that tasted like. Yes, so who is that? Not the actor, the character, the real life person. I call them characters, but they did exist. We think, we assume. But I'm not talking about Jesus at the moment. So, question 2, who is this? So, who is this actress portraying? This actress is a lady who has her own name, but I just like to call her Miranda's friend. That's her title. Oh, that's Miranda's friend. Yeah, but who's she pretending to be there? An iconic morning get-up there. Now this monarch that I want you to name, she's got a statue in Reading, and she's got her back to us because apparently she didn't like my town, so there we go. Okay, question number 3. Name this horrid king. Who's he pretending to be? Got a nice ginger beard going on there. I do love the Horrible Histories team, the fellas that were in it. They did a programme called Yonderland, and they also did a BBC programme called Ghosts as well. And it's the same, it's the Horrible Histories gang in both. And they're very good. To be honest, we watched those and then we started watching Horrible Histories. Okay. Right, question 4. Name this terrible Tudor. Sorry, Emma. You can tell me afterwards in all the ways that this monarch is wonderful. Wonderful for women. You know, with her rotten teeth and awful skin. It's rich coming from me right at this moment in time, I know. But I'm supposed to look like death. Okay. Question 5. So name this finest hour leader. So who are they? I think he needs some cotton wool in his cheeks more. You know, a bit like Marlon Brando did in The Godfather for this part, really. And a cigar. Cigar.
can't let them have cigars in children's programmes.
No, not even.
Yeah.
Really? Not even if it's historically accurate and you offend somebody. Don't get me started. Okay. Question 6. Name the Scottish rebel. Didn't know what to wear, so he literally grabbed the tablecloth and just ran with it, literally. Okay. Question 7. Name this bard. Well, Grace and Vanessa are in agreement that Ghosts and Yonderland were good. Wasn't it weird though in Yonderland when they changed what was he called? He was like a little elf or something, wasn't he? And they changed the puppet to make him look more realistic, and it's like, what have you done to him? But yeah, there's a big. The thing is, they even made a joke about it as the season went on. They made a joke about the fact that all the fans were like up in arms that his face had changed. Yeah. Lena says murder and death, but no cigars. For question number 5. Question 8, please, Jamie. I'm after knowing what the lady in the middle is called. They're just soldiers round here. I'm not interested in them. But what is the lady? What's she holding? That might have some significance. But her outfit should tell you who she is anyway. Who is that? Question 9. Name these lovebirds. I don't know who the baby is. I'm assuming it's theirs. I've just stolen this baby. No, I don't know. But who are the 2 adults in that scene? Trouble is, whenever I see this character, the female character, I have a song, a pop song from like the 90s go in my head, and then it won't leave my head. Coming at you. So you get 2 points for this because there are 2 people involved. Now the last question is relevant to the show, but you still possibly could get 1 point if you haven't seen it. So let's show you. So I want to know who the Horrible Histories presenter is. What is he called? And who is his dandy highwayman next to him? So you get 1 point for knowing who my rodent friend is. And also, who is that dandy highwayman? It's not Adamant either.
It's Roland Rat.
And it's not Roland Rat. So that is out of 12. Let's go through it. So 1, I said name this King of Bling, and that was King Charles II. Boo. Question 2, name this tricky queen. Tricky Queen Vicky, they call her in it. Queen Victoria. Didn't like Reading. Back to Reading. Or bum to Reading. Question 3, name this horrid king, and that was Horrid Henry VIII. Question 4, name this terrible Tudor. That is Elizabeth I with her lovely complexion and her equally lovely teeth. Question 5. Name this finest hour leader. You see the flags in the background? That is Winston Churchill. It's not bulldog enough. Needs cotton wool balls. Remember going to the dentist and they stick those little cotton wool sausages in your mouth? And they do it and you're like, I seriously can't fit any more in my mouth. It's not like some sort of Guinness Book of Records here, mate. You know, stop stuffing these sausages in my mouth. I'm like, rawr. Yeah. Stop sticking these sausages in my mouth. Honestly, the things I come out with.
I might have to beep you.
Might have to beat me in a minute. Jamie has got a beeper for me now in case I swear. That's because I did a kids quiz yesterday. And I didn't need it. I was very good. Right, question 6. Name this Scottish rebel. And that is the one and only, that is Mel Gibson there. No, I mean William Wallace. You'll never take our freedom! Yes. Question 7 was name this bard with his little feather. And that was Shakespeare. Question 8. Name the character in the middle, the lady with the lamp. If Jim gets the thing up. That is Florence Nightingale there with her soldiers. They look perfectly healthy till she gets hold of them. Question 9. Name these lovebirds. And this is Cleopatra coming at ya. That's what I had in my head when I was saying that. And Mark Antony. And question 10. Who is this Horrible Histories presenter? And who is his dandy highwayman next to him? So you got a point for saying Rattus Rattus, if you knew the show. And Dick Turpin. He's doing a very good pose there. Yeah, so you got 2 points if you got that, and you obviously got 2 points if you got Cleopatra and Mark Antony. So that's out of 12. How did we do out of 12? Death, because she's worth it. I did brush my hair in the break. Oh, I've also just touched my chin. Let me just put that bit of white paint somewhere there. Let's have a look. So we've got 12 out of 12 for Charlie and Sarah. Well done. 8 out of 12 for Owen. Lean says Dick Turpin is my favourite. 12 out of 12. And Alison got 9. Well done. Janet got 11 out of 12. Well done. Any more scores?
Yeah.
It looks like we've lost
Vanessa
somebody.
got 10. Grace got 10.
Oh, where are these? Oh, hang on. Sorry, I didn't see that. So Vanessa got 10. Grace got 10. And Taylor and Emma got 12 out of 12. Well done. Okay. So, round 5. This is just a round of general grisliness. It's all sorts of things. So, question 1. Chalk, bone and ashes were common ingredients in which Georgian food? Yummy. McDonald's. So, question 1. Chalk, bone and ashes were common ingredients in which Georgian food? We actually watched a programme, didn't we, on YouTube. This very nice lady was doing sort of historical food stuffs, and it was quite horrific, the things that they used to bulk, the ingredients that they used to use to bulk things up with. Poisonous things that will kill you, things that, you know, it's like, why is my teeth falling out? Yeah, I wish I could tell you what it was called and you could watch it yourselves, but I can't remember.
Horrible Histories.
It wasn't Horrible Histories. No. It was the lady scientist lady. I don't know. So question 2. Who was the King of England during the Great Fire of London? And what street did it start on? So 2 points here. Who was the King of England during the Great Fire of London? And what street did it start on? To be honest, knowing this king, I wouldn't be surprised if he started it himself. See, I can say that now without worry about having my head chopped off. How dare you say the king started the fire? Or wanted the fire started. He's a fire starter. Twisted fire starter. I'll make myself laugh. And Jamie. Okay. Question 3. Which infamous warlord died following a very bad nosebleed? Must have been one of these haemophiliacs. So think of your infamous warlords. What historical, you know... Jamie had a guess at this, and really there's only 2 to sort of go, and he went with the wrong one. So... who do you reckon might have had a really bad nosebleed? You know, was it a case of he tried to pick his nose but he had a sharp nail and, you know, it started, you know, it happened to the best of us. We just don't know. I reckon, it's very sketchy really this, you know, oh yeah, he's covered in blood, yeah, he died of a nosebleed. I'm like, but it looks like something's gone through his face. No, it's a nosebleed. Yeah.
Owen wants to repeat a question 1 for some reason.
Who does?
Owen.
Okay, question 1 was chalk, bone and ashes were common ingredients in which Georgian food? So, that's question 1 repeated for Owen. Where did I get to? So, question 4. What was generally thrown at people in stocks? So question 4, what was generally thrown at people in stocks? What would you know, take along? I wonder if people used to do that, you know, it's like, do you know what, we'll have those, but those we'll keep.
House
you
bricks.
know, we'll keep these ones for going to visit people in the stocks. Yeah, nice. James says house bricks. Harsh. Harsh, that's harsher than the answer. Okay, question 5. What did Ivan the Terrible do to the architect who built St Basil's Cathedral for him? So question 5. What did Ivan the Terrible do to the architects that built St Basil's Cathedral for him? What did he do to them? They've just made him...
a nice pint.
They've just made him this lovely cathedral, and how does he repay them? The fact he's called Ivan the Terrible, and this is Horrible Histories, it probably isn't something nice.
You think you'd question the good idea of working for someone called Ivan the Terrible?
Yeah. But yeah, well, people, you only got to get a couple to say, oh, it's not that bad. It's alright with me. Yes. Okay. Question 6. After his gruesome death, where did William Wallace's head get displayed on a stick? So question 6. After his gruesome death, where was William Wallace's head displayed on a stick? So whereabouts? Specifically, it's a place in London. Where is his head? Oh no, it's Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson on a stick. I really cried watching that film when they did all those nasty things to Mel Gibson. Yes. It doesn't say much actually. I cry at quite a lot of things. Even things that most other people probably wouldn't. So question 7. The infamous Scutari Hospital that Florence Nightingale resided at was built on a what? So question 7. The infamous Scutari Hospital that Florence Nightingale resided at was built on a what? What was it built on?
Ancient Indian burial
And
ground.
Jamie said if it was written by Stephen King, it would be on an ancient Native American burial ground. But that's not the answer.
Yes, it's Florence Nightingale, not Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, this one's Nightingale, not Pet Cemetery. You're absolutely right. Question 8. What did royalists and King Charles II do to Oliver Cromwell's corpse in 1660 when they came back to power? So obviously Oliver Cromwell was leader for a while and he died. But when the royalists came back to power, and obviously King Charles II, what did they do to Oliver Cromwell's corpse? So he's already been dead a little while. Now I'm actually going to give you 3 points for this, for the 3 different things that they did. So if you can remember one of them, you can have a point. Everybody would prefer the hospital to be built on an ancient Native American burial site. You think Stephen King's got some ideas? I've got some ideas for a horror film. We was watching a film the other day called, what was it called? Furries?
Yeah, it was just
Night of the Fairies.
Night of the Fairies.
It was a very low budget horror film. It was quite funny, and I thought, do you know what, I could do that. Project.
Make the film that he's not running around in the woods killing people with a hammer.
Well, yeah, I am death. Who knows? Okay, so question 9. Which infamous Romanian ruler was the inspiration for Dracula? So question 9, which infamous Romanian ruler was the inspiration for Dracula? And this is actually on my bucket list of things to do, that me and Jamie are going to go to a Halloween party one year at this dude's house, let's say. Because what's more Halloween than that? It's a thing. It happens, and I need it to happen in my life. Yes. Very, very cool. And the last question, question 10 or question 50. Who was the queen of the Brit Celtic tribe who led an uprising against Romans? The Romans, not just Romans. So question 10, who was the queen of the Brit Celtic tribe who led an uprising against Romans? It doesn't matter how you say it, how you pronounce it. It can be either or. Either or either. So that is out of 13. So are we ready for the answers? We're keeping good time. It's 8 minutes to 10. So question 1 was chalk, bone and ashes were common ingredients in which Georgian food? And that was bread. Yeah, it was pretty much not safe to eat bread before like 1980 or something, because they stuck all sorts of shit in it to make it look whiter, and oh, doesn't that look lovely? Yes, it'll kill you, but it looks lovely. Okay. Question 2, who was the King of England during the Great Fire of London? I'm not surprised that it was Charles II. And what street did it start on? It started on Pudding Lane. So 2 points if you got both of those. Question 3, which infamous warlord died following a very bad nosebleed? So I'm assuming that you'd either put Attila the Hun, which is the right answer, or you might put Genghis Khan. But it's Attila the Hun.
Not Khal Drogo.
Not Khal Drogo, no. Question 4. What was generally thrown at people in stocks? And that was rotten vegetables. Question 5. What did Ivan the Terrible do to the architects who built St. Basil's, or Basil. It's a rat, Manuel. Cathedral for him? He gouged their eyes out to prevent them from building another beautiful place for anyone. Now that's gratitude. I'm so happy with what you've done, but you must never do it for anybody else. Never!
I've been watching another Game of Thrones episode, and that's a good
Yeah.
idea, poking somebody's eyes out.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Question 6. After his gruesome death, where was William Wallace's head displayed on a stick? And that was London Bridge. So you put London Bridge, you got a point. Question 7. The infamous Scutari Hospital that Florence Nightingale resided at was built on a what? And the answer is not an ancient Native American burial site. Sorry, people. It was a sewer. And apparently more men died due to the lack of sanitation than the battlefield injuries they went in with. Because things weren't cleaned properly and, well, it was on a sewer. So, yes. Question 8. What did Royalists and King Charles II, I've really got it in for him, haven't I, do to Oliver Cromwell, who, to be honest, wasn't a very nice man either? Banned Christmas. Who does that? Oliver Cromwell. In 1660. So, you get a point if you said they dug him up. So, I'm assuming you all said that. Hung him in chains, his corpse in chains, and beheaded him. He's dead. Pointless. But I suppose it made them feel good. So 3 points if you said all of those things. Question 9. Which infamous Romanian ruler was the inspiration for Dracula? And that was Vlad the Impaler. Children of the Night. What sweet music they make. Question 10, or our last question, question 50. Who was the queen of the Brit Celtic tribe who led an uprising against the Romans? You could have said Boudica or Boadicea.
I was going to say it's not Boudica in this household, get out.
Well, they say that Boadicea was sort of the fancier name that people liked the sound of it more. It was actually Boudica. But I really Bucket Bouquet. So that was out of 13. You can either tell me what your score was out of 13, or you can tell me what it is out of 57 is the total this week. So how did you do? I'm seriously going to work tomorrow with white paint in my hair. I've only just washed my hair. I ain't doing it again. It's too bad. I'd rather go to work with paint in my hair. The law on banning Christmas has never been revoked. What does that mean?
We're breaking the law, putting Christmas trees up.
Wow. Oh, Sarah's got a dog called Basil, so every time I say, Basil! Basil!
Stop it.
Basil! We have squeaky toys and everything.
We're just mean, aren't we?
We are mean. Or playful. I prefer playful. Basil! I have a bag of little rubber ducks. Would you like to know why? Because when I had my Mason's ladies night, we did a casino night, and I gave everybody a lucky duck with their name on. It was a bit of a theme of ours. We had squeaky toads at our wedding, because Jamie is little toad in his family. And then we did lucky ducks. And then for your 40th birthday we had a party pig, didn't we? Which you just squeaked over there. There are people out there that are collecting the set, that have been to all of these events with us, and it's like they have little squeaky things with their names on in their houses. Right, let's have a look. So Grace has got 36 out of 50. Owen's got 31 out of 50. Sarah and Charlie got 39 out of 57. I don't know why. Yeah, 57. Vanessa got 36 out of 57. Janet got 40 out of 57. Lena and Rob got 49 out of 57. And Alison got 36 out of 57. That's really good. And she says, well done. Thank you. See you next week. See you next week, Alison.
Taylor's got 52.
Hang on a minute. Taylor's got 52 out of 57. I had no idea Emma was so good at history. I think we've got a winner. And Jamie will do your fireworks. So well done, everyone. Well done, Emma and Taylor there. Again, if you enjoyed that, please, if you can, give a little to Charlie's charity page. So that is on my event page. It's a Just Giving link. You can get this little boy. He's only 13. He's been through a lot. He's got brain cancer, and his family are desperately trying to send him to Mexico for some new treatment. His body won't take chemotherapy anymore. So if you can do it, then great. Thank you very much. Here comes your fireworks, Emma and Taylor, I believe. There you go.
Spelled it right this time as well.
And he spelt your name right, Taylor, this time. Right, well, I will see some of you on Tuesday for the Peppa Pig. Yes, you heard it right. The Peppa Pig mini quiz. I did put in the event page for that whether or not you lot wanted it to be 4 o'clock so your kids could do it, or just stick to 8:30. So please tell me in the event page where I've put that, because it is my day off, so I can do it 4 o'clock if you want me to. And the next big fat quiz is a British quiz. So everything British. What makes us British? So it's going to be questions all to do with that. Thank you very much. And it's goodbye from death. Bye.